Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
All set for some good news?
I am looking forward to it myself, tell you the truth.
Well, all right, jump on it.
We do. We have two things going on. First, Mercury, the planet of communication, is going into the sign of Aries. Mercury is where we focus our conscious mind on, what we're paying attention to, what we're trying to create. And then Uranus, the planet of sudden and unexpected change, the planet of earthquakes, goes into Aries for the first time in 84 years on Friday. So that's a very cool thing. And I thought I would talk about what that means to each one of the 12 signs.
Now, who is it that's going into Uranus?
Mercury, the planet.
Oh.
The planet, yes.
Well,
Mercury and Uranus.
As long as my Mercury's not moving backwards, I'm fine with that. Mercury can go right on into that other planet.
Go forward. Yeah. So I thought I'd do that for the 12 signs. For Pisces, yeah, I know. And it's so hard, you know, astrologers, Uranus, you know, it's just such an easy target. For Pisces, Mercury is going into their second house of money, and they want to make more money. They want to find a way to make more money using their words, through their ideas, through their communication abilities. And over the next 3 weeks or so, they may get an unexpected opportunity that they are going to need to jump on. It's one of those things where you won't have a whole lot of time to think. You just want to say, sure, I'd be glad to take that job. For Aries, Mercury is in their sign, and they have been very quiet over the last 30 days or so. Well, that stuff's coming to an end because Mercury gets into your sign, and you have to rip somebody's fingernails out to get them to shut up. So for Aries, and Aries are all about I, me, I. So for them, promoting the Aries' own interest. For Tauruses, it's interesting, Mercury is in their 12th house. They are going to be kind of silent for the next 30 days or so, much like Pam I. Oreo saying, because she's a Taurus, saying, I'm not going to let you know what I'm going to do right away. But Tauruses need to, they put a whole bunch of things in motion over the last 12 weeks, and now they need to assimilate that into their life and into their lifestyle, so they don't really have any room for new things. They need to be able to coordinate the things they've already put into motion. For Geminis, it's in their 11th house of hopes, wishes, goals, and objectives. Geminis have a male friend or colleague that helps them out, and more than likely a younger male friend or colleague that helps them achieve a goal or an objective for the Gemini. For Cancers, it's in their 10th house of career and public standing. And Cancers, you really need to stay out of the crosshairs is really what it is. There's all kind of stuff going on at work. I don't really think the Cancer is caught up in it, so they need to stay out of the crossfire, and after the dust settles, then they should pick whatever side they're going to be on, because they're going to use that as an opportunity to advance their own interests. Leos are hitting the road. They got long-distance travel ahead of them. They've got places to go, people to see, things to do, contracts to negotiate, deals to be made, sponsorships to acquire, stuff like that. It's a time over the next 3 weeks or so for Leos to get their paperwork affairs in order.
Oh, okay.
For Virgos, much like Charlie Sheen, Mercury is in their 8th house, and they are trying very, very hard, or they will be trying very, very hard, to rehabilitate their own image that they shot themselves in the foot over the last 3 weeks or so. Well, Mercury was in Pisces, now it's in their 8th house, and they're going to realize the financial implications of their actions. So that will be kind of enlightening, and they're going to try and maximize their existing resources. For Libras, it's in their 7th house of partners. Their partnership issues come to the forefront, and actually Libras are going to be getting a lot of lip service from their partners, and the Libra really just needs, that's why you're smiling at Nikki, she's throwing something at me. She's looking for Andrew's bat, probably. And push is going to come to shove with that. And I got to tell the Libra, their partner's not telling the whole truth. So they need to make their decisions based on what they see, not what they hear. For Scorpios, it's in their 6th house of work and responsibilities. So Scorpio, an obstacle gets out of the Scorpio's way that makes it easier for the Scorpio to do their job. And then also, Scorpio's got some sort of health issue they're afraid to deal with, and they need to. It's not that bad. Sagittarians want to have fun. Good time to be a Sag rather than a Capricorn. Mercury is in their 5th house of let's have a good time. Children, amusement, sports, pleasures, that kind of thing. Romance, fun times for Sagittarians.
I'll take that.
And then for Capricorns, it's in their 4th house of home. They are going to be refurbishing their home, remodeling their home, staying kind of close to home, trying to make it a lot more stable for them. And then the last sign is Aquarius, and that is in their 3rd house of day-to-day living. So the pace of the Aquarians' day-to-day living is going to pick up to near warp speed. So they need to do everything they can to stay ahead of the power curve and no dawdling, because they've got lots and lots of stuff to do, and they can nail down a pretty good agreement for themselves. So That's tomorrow's news today for the 12 signs of the zodiac. And you're right, the Earth is quaking.
Okay.
And it does.
I've seen some earthquakes there. Japan just had a big one.
Yeah, Chile, that whole thing. And that'll probably go on for the next 2-3 weeks or so, and then the Earth will settle down.
Okay, well, that's a good thing. Now, you talk about the planet Mercury moving into people's house. Does the planet Uranus move into people's houses, too?
It does. And it goes, and the reason I mention that is it goes into the same place that Mercury was. So the same thing that applies for where their Mercury was is where Uranus is, too. Sudden and unexpected. And, you know, that thing is so weird. It rolls on its side backwards around the zodiac. Comes by its odd name, honestly.
I understand now. Say goodbye now.
Goodbye.